Right, well, we seem to have gone back to a building site again, but in fact it's because a lot of work is being done in front of the building. So, as you can see here, we are building the garage, and that there is the plate height for the garage roof, and that's currently being worked on all the way around. Next week we're hoping to get the actual trusses for that roof, and then that roof will be joined with the roof over there with a ridge that comes across us. You can see that we've partly built. So that's all busy there, and so we're mixing up sand and cement for this brickwork that's going on, but we're also mixing up sand and cement here for a floor that's going on in that area there, sand and cement floor, screeding. And we've made a start on the boundary wall that's running around here with a gateway, and we've put the footings in for this gateway, and where the boundary wall will run up the side of that road, and on the other side there's another pier which will have a brick wall with a big lit sign of the name of the development. So in other words, there's a lot of work going on here to start getting this area completed, and a lot of work is also going on inside, so let's have a look. Right, so when we come into this first house, we've got most of the plastering done now here. I just shut this door, it's quite windy. This is the entrance hall, and we're now making a start to get this complete. It's all a bit of a mess at the moment with storage. Storage is always a problem. Bathroom, I think, is actually being worked on as well. Yeah, this is the bathroom. There's a shower going here, and basin, and loo are in, and there's a bath over there. So that bathroom is starting to take shape. We've got this cupboard to work on, but all of this will be tidied up in about a week, and there's a staircase hopefully in a couple of weeks, but I think it might be longer, going to be put in here. Let's have a look upstairs. And upstairs we've got the doors in. I think most of the doors are in. This is a cupboard. A lot of work still to be done. We've got two different types of door handles. We're having a round lever on all the doors, and a round knob with a roller catch on the cupboards. These are just dowels, and they'll come off. The architrave here will be sprayed or varnished the same colour as the door. So this bedroom in here is coming along. Tidied up. We'll soon be starting to prep this up for decoration. There's a door to go on that one, which will be the same door cut down for that cupboard. And we've got this cupboard here, and we've got a bathroom in here. This bathroom is coming along. The loo over here, and shower. There'll be a light up here. So that's taking shape as well, that bathroom or shower room. Some of this landing's been decorated, making a start in between everything. The main problem we've got is getting the staircase, with all the problems at the moment with restrictions of movement and God knows what. Of course, everything's been thrown out of kilter, as it were. Anyway, so we'll see what else we got going on. Right, well, this is one of the latest things that's been done in here. This floor has just been laid in the last couple of days, and that's got to wait for a few days to go off, and the next stage there is to render that back wall That will be done probably beginning of next week. And this wall will be developed because this will be quite involved with a break in the wall. The wall will actually come down and come out, as it were, and we'll still have the sloping window ledges there. So this will be quite a really interesting room when it's finished. Quite a lot of work, but we'll be working on this probably full pelt. As I say, there's a brick wall coming up here where that plastic is. So we'll be working on this full pelt probably starting next week when the floor's gone off. Yeah, a lot of work to do there. As we come around here, we've been laying out a lot of the groundwork as well. Down pipes have been put in. So we've got down pipes there, all the down pipes in front of the building. And we've made an investigative start in how we're going to do the raised sort of pavement area and step in front of the property. That'll all be charcoal paviers. You can see it running around the building, and the dark edges, that's how it'll be. Anyway, let's have a look in the ground floor flat. I don't know what's been done in there. Well, I do really know what's been done in there. Right, so we're laid out cupboards here. We'll be working on those. This bedroom's beginning to look a bit tidier. Still some more work to do here on the cupboards and wardrobes. Bathroom is beginning to be getting ready to be installed. And the lounge study and everything is a lot tidier now, a lot better. Been doing some work in here. Got a kitchen floor now. And you can get an idea now what this is going to look like. Of course, there's a lot of detailed work that will be starting on soon. I mean, we've been doing some snagging. There's some work done on the edge of that floor. Put some dowels in, those dowels, and then this will all be prepared. And then we'll get on to the first stage of decorating, which is cleaning everything, de-dusting and cleaning the area, masking and sealing and deciding what we're going to do. We're having a dead test, as I've been told it's called, and that is for the electricity. And then we will start to put all the covers on these. These will be wired up with all the sockets and everything, and they'll be installed. There won't be electricity, there isn't electricity, but that will be installed. So just cleaning out all these sockets has been a task that's been tackled, so there's quite a few of those in this whole build. Let's have a look at the top flat. Right, so there's a lot of mess here at the moment because we are going to be doing some plastering up here in the next day and some work prepping for the secondary floor that's going in here. Let's have a look. So this little section here is going to be latexed up to get it level because there's a secondary floor that's going to go on here. Got a lot of work that we've done on the sound deadening between this top flat and the bottom flat, and part of that involves a second floor that goes on top of this, and it's isolated from this floor with sound a sound barrier, a sound barrier, which involves battens and felt and everything else. So that it's another method of stopping sound from going from this floor to the ceiling below. So that's going to be installed in the next week. There's the boards. So this floor actually will be a little bit higher. The bathroom floor has not been tiled yet because it's waiting for this floor to be brought up. Been doing some work in this area. Built this partition wall here, which will help divide the kitchen and the living area. That's going to be plastered probably tomorrow, that bit of wall. Put this wood up here, the edge on the top of the brickwork, as it were, the artificial brickwork. That's a lovely piece of work. It's been made up of odd bits of the yellow pine being glued together, and then the strips are being glued and made that lovely feature that will just set off that brick looking wall. So I'm hoping this room will be quite an impressive room when it's done. We shall probably start decorating in this in a few weeks. Got a skirting board to put down here yet. And then I think once this wall is plastered, most of the construction has been done. There's a kitchen floor to go down in here. In that part there, there'll be wooden plank tiles. So this will be quite a nice area. And the bedroom, which will have to work on the wardrobes and cupboards and everything. Yeah, that's all got to be done. Yeah, still quite a lot to do. Right, so you can see here how this is going to look with this raised area next to the house that separates the house from the roadway. Now these are all the soakaway crates, lots of them, because we've got two very large soakaways, well, one very large one and one probably average size, and the large one is being dug at the moment. I think maybe we'll have a look at that in a second. We'll just have a look in this house and see what's happened. Tiling in the floor in there. This bathroom, shower rooms had the floor tiled. This is a study in here, or bedroom. Laundry room. Right, this is the kitchen. This will be a kitchen in here, and this will be the dining area. And this is the lounge area, which we're kind of getting to the stage now where we're thinking about decorating it, getting at least prepping it for decoration. This is yellow pine that's getting ready. We'll start work on this tomorrow to do that's going to clad that beam that runs across there. So that narrow, shallow beam that runs across the ceiling there in the kitchen dining room area will be clad with this yellow pine. And then there'll be a very intricate designed in yellow pine running on top of this, underneath of this big beam here. I'm not happy with that, all those sawn timbers underneath, so I'm going to do away with that idea and just leave the sawn timber effect on the front, but have a very fancy sort of design underneath. Yeah. So this is coming along. But let's have a look at the soakaway. That's quite amazing. Yes, there's quite a few of those soakaway crates, and they're all going to go over here. And this is where they're going, into this giant Olympic-size swimming pool. Yeah, and you know, there's issues with jobs like this which people don't even think about. Well, I believe people don't think about it, and that is, what do you do with all the earth that you dig out of that hole? And there's a lot of it. Believe me, there's a lot of it. And what do you do with it? I mean, this lot here is going to go back on top. But the bulk of the earth that was taken out of that hole, what did we do with it? Well, normally I guess what you would have to do is you have to pay for contractors to come and collect it and take it away in big lorries, and that costs quite a lot of money. Fortunately, we've got a wood here, so what we did with it was this. We loaded it up into the dumper and drove it down into our wood. Now, we lost some trees over the last few years, They're ash actually, and they've succumbed to ash dieback. So it's meant that actually this wood's cleared itself out a little bit in the middle. So I've used that to spread the earth in, and that way my plan is to finish off with a layer of obviously topsoil, and then seed it and turn it to grass, and have, hopefully, at least it's a plan, to have a sort of nice open area here in the middle of the woods. All this area here, which normally we wouldn't be walking around in because it's just sort of amongst all the trees in the middle. And this is some of the ash that we had to pull down that were dead. I think we pulled down about 6 here. Some more over there, remains of some. There's a log cabin, my little log cabin over there. This is the topsoil that we're keeping, and then we'll spread that. This will all be leveled out, of course. When it's finished, it will be graded and leveled, and then we'll make sure it's all topsoil and get it all seeded. Anyway, there's also the back of the property that's going well as well. Look, we'll have a look at that. Right, well, this area is pretty well congested at the moment with one thing and another. Anyway, we've been working on the roof, so let's have a look. We haven't built it all yet, but we built this side of it. We thought we'd get the tiles up, so they should be put up tomorrow, the rest of them, and that gives us an area that's at least dry and under cover here. So we've rendered this wall. These walls are rendered now, and made a start obviously on that cladding and on the ceiling bit. But get a better idea here of this is an open area, outside area for this house. The piers now will be brought up to go up through the rafters. That's that one and that one, big one. They'll disappear up into the rafters, the piers. They can be finished now. There's obviously a door and a window going in over there. And there are some little windows that'll be up there. There's the little stone that I made with 2020 on it. I was kind of ambitious, wasn't I, in imagining that I would finish this place this year. We're nearly halfway through the year. You get a better idea here of how it's looking. I think this extension that we're just tiling here, roof, is going to look really good. Let's have a look. To get a good idea of the outside space that this end house here has got. And of course, there's a big wall going to go through here on these footings, and that's the other house. So we've managed to get quite a bit done during this dry weather period, though it is predicted for a little bit of rain, I think, now, so we've got this under cover. We can have a look at the extension of the roof that's going to go between the garage and the main house. Have a look up here. Gives you an idea of what we're building up here. So this area below, that's the door, and that door is like the back door of the house. And this room here, which is the laundry room, oops, that wind's probably pretty loud on this camera. That laundry room is going to have a vaulted ceiling. This is quite a pleasant spot here. This area. It's quite sheltered. There's a window, putting it up there, a little window with an oak frame. But it's quite a nice area. Gets the sun from about midday to the evening. See, the sun sets in that direction there. So it's quite a nice spot here. You're sheltered, quite private. And all of this area, all of it, will be covered in porcelain tiles. And the porcelain tiles are all stacked over there. And this floor has just been done. This last bit was done today. And this will be the kitchen lounge in here. It will look very different in a few weeks. Once the floor is dry, we get in there and start work on it. And then we come out to this bit, which we step down into, and this is a laundry room. And there's also a little toilet going in this corner. And there'll be a laundry room here with sinks and everything there. And then the door to the outside of the house, and a door that goes into the garage. And this will be the garage to this house. We're just bringing all the walls up to plate height now. So all that'll be done. Most of that'll be done tomorrow, that back side of the wall. Well, there we go. That's a quick update. I'll stop now before the wind gets too high. Very good.
A 9:15, let me know. Just jack it up, pack it. Not too bad, thank you very much. I'm over. Right, let me find.
Hi. You've been here all weekend, and that's where you were.
Yeah,
you found him upstairs.
Yeah, he was up on that ledge.
Right.
The whole time.
Oh, yeah.
They're stronger than me.
They are.
Just keep going straight.
Yeah.
That's when they're working.
Backward.
I'm just supporting it, really.
What's the bottom, but we'll go this way. Difference.
We're gonna need some one of those plastic scrapers.
But,
will be bloody square. If it's the last thing I frickin' do, it's going to be square.